It's time for the Madden draft, and I hope you guys enjoyed the IRL draft. Now, I will say that this particular show, won't take too long, as I know that Remnant and what is it? And Broken Twitch are going to be going live as well. Kid Fox Boy. It's nice to meet you. Oh, let's just hope I stay with the Bengals, says Remnant. The only reason I shared that is because he's actually in the series. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said it. Also, hey Tanman, what's up? There's another one of our favorite analyzers. Unless, of course, you're away from the house. But anyway. But if you're able to, I would love to have. I would love. Oh, you were Last Fox. Oh, that's Last Fox. I did not know that was you, but it's great to see you, man. Oh. All right, so the first pick won't start until at least the 10-minute mark. Hopefully, we get more and more people here. So, like Walter John, he's predicting Walter Johnson's going to get picked first. He could. Mm-hmm. Yep, and the person with me is. You can introduce yourself. All right, not a problem, Tanner. You could just stay in the chat. You're more than welcome to stay there. Okay. Oh, well, I'm happy that you asked. I will. All right, let me go over to manage rosters. I can't hear whoever is with you. Oh, really? And then DKO wants to join the. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hopefully it's yeah, because I can hear him. Oh, either that or maybe it's the fact that he's on mobile. Maybe. Although I'm not sure if. Yeah, that could be it. It just because I have it set to audio. Well, party audio that is. So yeah, it could just simply be that he's on. Let's see. I was wondering if you wanted to join co-coms today. I could do that. I wouldn't mind doing that, even if it's just for a limited time, because there's always I always have to help out family and stuff like that. But I would love to do some co-coms, but don't let this upset you. I hope not. But anyway.
Is that better, guys, in the chat?
We're going live at 6 instead of 2 instead of 5. Sorry, although it will be 3 o'clock where I live. Those are Eastern times. What's up, Zach Walker?
Hey.
All right.
Hey, Zach. Hey, Twitch, Jen. Can you guys hear me better now?
Hopefully. Oh yeah. Let me. Oh yeah. I forgot. DKO wants to be in it. Is he cool with you, Mr. Clinton Satin? All right, let's add him then. So we'll add Mr. Anarchy. No confusion, not to be confused with Crimson Ninja. Okay, there we go.
What was happening is my phone app, for some reason, when I transferred it over, it didn't transfer over my automatic settings.
Hey, Najee, what's up, man? Okay.
How's it going?
All right, so basically we have 10 teams and 40 players, so that's going to be 4 players per team, and it's based on the draft order of the IRL draft in the first round, with the Jacksonville Jaguars getting the first pick. So I just wanted to put that out there. No, that's not Elmeister. That's Clinton Cage. Or Clinton Flippin, whatever you wish to call him, but Clinton. Oh, there's DKO.
I'm here.
Yes, what's up, man?
Nothing much.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it
Yeah.
going, man? Sorry, I'm a little under the weather. I just got over being sick. But I'm feeling a little better. Not much better, but
Okay, there we go. Anyway, and then Insane One says, "Oh, and Najee says, I wonder where I'll end up this time." And then Insane One says, "TJ, did you see the draft?" I did see the draft. I didn't see the first 3 picks, I think, because I was on my way home.
But
the
But
Jacksonville Jaguars in the
obvious.
first pick took Trevor Lawrence, which was
yes,
obvious.
that was
Jets
obvious.
took Zach Wilson.
Yeah, that one
And
was
then
obvious too.
Trey Lance went number 3 to the San Francisco 49ers.
That was the real surprise because I was not expecting him.
And
What do
then
you
my
think?
Falcons picked up Kyle Pitts, which I was kind of happy with.
Nice. And then Tanner is
I would
asking,
have
"What do
taken.
you?" Oh, sorry.
I would have taken Pitts first because of my philosophy. Because the quarterback, that line is Swiss cheese. Poor Lawrence is gonna get killed.
But that's the thing, though. When it came to the Steelers pick, I wasn't surprised with who they took. They normally take running back or wide receiver, so I wasn't shocked at all.
And then also, what's up,
Hey,
JWE? And then Insane One says, well, first, Tanner says, what do you all think of Fields going to the Bears?
Well, that's my cousin by marriage, so
Your cousin.
yep, by marriage.
And
I wasn't too happy with it, but he goes. They drafted him, so I can't say nothing. At least he got picked.
yeah, and then
Yeah, they
Insane
need
One
to
then
spend some free agency on linemen to protect him.
absolutely. Also, what's up, Crimson Ninja Son? All right, so
He was
our
one. He was.
Hey, Ninja.
yep.
Hey,
actually,
Ninja, how are you? But he did text me and he said he wanted to go to the Patriots, but I said, you're probably not going to make it all the way to pick 15. I think the Patriots took the last quarterback that was available, and that was Mac Jones in the first round.
Hey, Christian Kelly, what's up? Okay, so much like the real draft, Jacksonville gets the first pick. So just before we get to the 10-minute mark, because we're gonna get through these draft choices relatively quick, and just so that the show doesn't drag on. Plus, Broken Twitch has a show, so I don't want to step on his toes any further. Okay. And then,
He thought the Falcons were going to pick Mac Jones. I didn't see it happening. They still got Matt Ryan, but they should have went offensive line to protect Matt Ryan first in the first pick.
okay.
Fourth pick in the first round.
And then Tanner says the Jacks can go O-line with pick 33. The IRL draft. Yeah, definitely.
They need to build that line up badly.
Now there has been sayings that the Jaguars may not start Trevor Lawrence in the very regular season, but if he outbeats Gardner Minshew, then yeah, he'll start. But
I can
as
see
of
it.
right now, Jaguars has got Gardner Minshew starting off the season.
Well, not a bad idea to try to ease him in, and but for this version, the Jacksonville Jaguars, I mean,
Won't have Trevor Lawrence.
they don't have Trevor Lawrence.
Nope.
So who would you take? Would you take a quarterback? Like, you don't have to give out any names unless it's your own, of course.
If I was honestly the Jaguars and you know how you got it in the game, you
Yeah.
knew they was going quarterback in the real draft. But what they really need to do in the game is go offensive lineman.
Okay. All right.
That's what I think.
That's all right.
Yeah, if they don't go offensive line, they need to go based on versatility, which again,
Mm-hmm.
I would pick Cage in that aspect because of his ability to play different positions. However, line should be the priority.
All right.
But
So 15 seconds.
15 seconds. Like in the real draft, I think, like in rounds 2 and 3, that's going to happen tonight. Is if their first pick is not an offensive lineman, then I don't know what to tell them because
And then Tanner says he was happy with the Eagles pick. I agree with that. All right,
I was
so
surprised the Eagles didn't screw it up like they do every year.
I'm surprised too. But without any
Yeah.
further ado, it's time legit to make the first pick.
Oh,
So, now I will say that, and this is I may as well explain to both my co-commentators and to everyone out there, is that I've already taken the liberty of doing the draft, but for the first time, you guys were going to hear which each team drafted in the order that they did. So, there you go. I just wanted to put that out there. So, without wasting any more time, the first pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars, that man or woman, because we also have some ladies here, the insane one. And insane one is a right tackle.
Yeah, that's a smart pick. You got to protect that quarterback. So.
Yep. They need someone to protect the quarterback, whoever they get. But yes. And if I go back to, well, I wish I could show you, but when I looked at the Jaguars, they were so badly in need of right offensive tackles. It was not even funny, and they needed it. And the ones that they did have, they were terrible. So they're getting someone who is a quality tackle. So, any further thoughts on that before we get to our next pick?
Yeah, it's a great pick. Great player, fits the need. That's what you should have with your first draft pick. Is those 2 points.
Great pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They needed it to protect their quarterback. It was a very great pick, in my opinion, for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Awesome. Just want to welcome in DJ Curtis and the Retro Wolf. Okay. In my Madden, the Jags won the Super Bowl. Oh, well, of course they did. All right, the next pick is the New York Jets. And let's see, of all the things that they need, what would they need?
Well,
a whole new team.
Yeah, a whole new team. Yeah, pretty much.
So basically, it doesn't matter where you got to just start somewhere, right?
It doesn't matter who you draft. They need a quarterback. They need a running back, wide receiver, tight end. They pretty much need a whole entire new team.
They need a new team. All right. So with that,
can we draft an owner?
I wish we could, but we can't. But the number 2 pick, for the number 2 pick, I believe he's in the chat. That man is left outside linebacker Najee. If I can find him, though. Surname Firefox. Oh, there he is. He's a left outside linebacker. So we have a defensive player also coming off the board. Any thoughts on this pick?
I mean, it's a great pick for the Jets, but they still got room for improvement if they're going to be anything like making it to a Super Bowl or a playoffs in the Madden series.
They're going to need to have somebody on the opposite side to help create a pass rush, because that could be a pain in the butt if they don't do something in that case. They badly need help on the defensive side and offense.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the Jets' offensive line, they're pretty much old men. So we're pretty much old men. That's all I'm going to say. You know how it is.
Yeah, you got to...
They would need to draft every pick for the first 3 rounds.
It sounds like that. Wow. All right, but yes, Najee coming off a successful season, making it all the way to the Super Bowl with the rest of the Chiefs, only to fall short And this was, and not so much the real life team, but rather the Madden version of it. So yes, you are on the Jets, Najee. I'm surprised I got picked so early. Huh? Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, I'm surprised too, but there you go. All right, next pick is, of course, the San Francisco 49ers, and I don't know what you have any thoughts on that before we get to the next pick.
The Niners are an odd team. One minute they look like they're almost Super Bowl bound, and the next minute they look like they should be playing middle school football.
Right, well, I got to agree with him on that one.
Yeah.
I mean, the 49ers, they were a Super Bowl contention team, but as of right now, what it's looking like, you know how they went quarterback in the draft that happened last night, because you know Jimmy G's getting ready to leave.
Yeah. And then Tanner says, does anyone think that Aaron Rodgers will be traded? I say I see it, but then Clinton says no.
No, I don't see it, but it depends. It would depend on what
really.
the GM thinks. If the GM wants to trade him, I mean,
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers can say he wants to be drafted, but that don't mean. I mean, not drafted. I just said drafted. I meant traded.
Traded. I see.
He can be traded, but it's only if the general manager wants him to be traded, which I don't see him being traded. So,
all right.
I see him being.
Yeah, San Francisco pretty much offered the bank to Green Bay for him, and they said no.
Anyway, well, hey, how's it going, Cottis? Let's see. I'll have to add your name. I'll have to add your name, Mr. Retro Plays, for next season, since I didn't add you, unfortunately. But who knows? If someone drops out, I'll put you in without question. Okay, so now that we got the 49ers pick, the pick is in, and the next pick, if I can find that person, is wide receiver Adidra Lewis, otherwise known as Munchie, who was with the team last year.
Then about what I think about that pick is, if you look at the wide receivers they got right now, you got Marquise Goodwin on one side, but they also need another wide receiver on the left side, because right now the left side of wide receivers are a little bit sloppy, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that point. And Munchie not only has that, but it gives a big red zone target that Jimmy G can use to get touchdowns, and can also double as a tight end. So that, again, you know me, I love versatile players.
And then Christian Kelly's like zip it.
Does need that. Needs someone he can throw to. Because he can't just be throwing to Marquise Goodwin and all the time like he normally does.
No, absolutely not. But then Christian Kelly tells me to zip it.
Remember, defense wins championships. Offense wins games.
Yep. But it's a good first start
Ladybug
for them.
wins everything.
All right, so next are the Atlanta Falcons, and I'll let you give your thoughts on. I'll start with Clinton, and then DKO can talk about it, since that's his team more or less.
The Falcons are similar to the Niners, at least in the Madden series, where one minute they look really strong, but then the next minute they're like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, pretty much. I also want to bring up a point about when the Atlanta Falcons were a Super Bowl contention team, and they had a 28-3 lead, and then they blew it in the second half. So.
Yep, absolutely. Munchie with Kittle is going to be nice, without question. But yeah, I know. I still remember that game. I still remember that game.
With the Falcons that went tight end in the first round for this draft, I mean, we got a good tight end, but our tight end that's on the Falcons, in real life, he's injury prone too much, and he's very. And we need we need another tight end that can take his place when he's injured. So, but with this, I would go. I would go with an offensive lineman to protect Matt Ryan on this pick.
An offensive lineman.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
lineman is a really good choice here for them because they need the protection.
That Atlanta offense is going to be scary with Pitts. Oh, in the real life draft. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you remember, Pitt actually got to play in the Falcons Stadium too before, so he's very familiar with the territory.
All right. So now let's actually make the pick official. With the fourth pick, the fourth overall pick in the draft, the Atlanta Falcons select left outside linebacker. Am I reading this right? Nicole McQueen? That's right. Nicole McQueen is going to be playing left outside linebacker for the simple fact that position is so that position was so, well, how do I say this? The depth chart was very low, and they needed all the help they can get. So that's why. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me make sure I put the right team. There we go. So the Falcons draft Nicole McQueen.
Interesting choice there. I know they need the help, but they also still got to protect their quarterback as well. So it's another team.
Matt Ryan, because if you didn't look at last season, Matt Ryan he's slow. He gets slower and slower every season, and you don't have time to get out of pocket. So,
okay,
it's good but surprising. It's a good pick but surprising.
Yeah, Tanner says it's a good pick, as in the Falcons need defense. Well, that's his.
The Falcons need defense, and they also need offensive line. Because if you look at the Falcons' offensive line in real life, they're a bunch of old guys, a bunch of old farts. They need offense.
Yep. Anyway, but on a personal note, on a personal note, congratulations, Nicole, on getting picked. On a personal note. And next is the Cincinnati Bengals. Any thoughts on that team?
Well, I mean,
send them to Columbus.
Well, they do need offensive line to protect Joe Burrow still.
Yeah,
I know
they
Joe
do.
Burrow got in 19 and 20. I mean,
yeah, but this was before
this was before he got drafted.
All right, so you have to remember who was on the team
before.
So let
me say this. So I think it's Andy Dalton who's on the Bengals, correct? In 20.
Right.
Yeah. They need a lot of help, both in real life and on the game. It's bad. At this point, I say
defense, pretty much.
I say send them to Columbus.
Columbus. But yes. Anyway, all right. So basically, they just need any help they can get, practically.
Yeah.
I think a good pick right here for the Bengals will be a cornerback, in my opinion.
Cornerback. All right.
Not quarterback, cornerback.
Oh, cornerback. Sorry. All right. So.
Yeah.
So now the pick is in, and that is if I can find the person. Oh, wait. Going back the other way. I should be going up instead of down. Oh, here he is. That man is our very own Remnant Elementor. Wide receiver.
It's a good pick, but they need defense too. Badly.
Let's give them any doubt to throw to someone, but I
mean,
like Clayton said, they need offense and defense.
Yep.
So, but they need defense more badly than anything.
Absolutely. Well, we'll have to see what they do in the next couple of picks. I agree that they need defense and offensive lineman and a QB. Yeah, I can see it, says Tanner.
That's the question. I see my character still on the board. Who's going to take him?
That's a good question. All right, the next team is the Miami Dolphins.
Ooh, the Dolphins. Well, their quarterback here is Fitzmagic, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. This was before Tua, so got to keep that in mind.
Well, they need offensive No, they need an offensive lineman and they need defense too.
Okay, so defense
yeah,
and
they need
offensive lineman.
corner.
The offense defense though, in actual real life football is actually pretty good, but when it comes to the game, their defense is not that good.
I like
Yeah,
my
they
new
need
position.
pass rushing help, corner help, and
Mm-hmm.
they need offensive line help.
I mean, they've got Byron Jones at cornerback, but he's only going to be able to do so much because he's getting up there in age.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so they need those 3 positions really bad.
All right.
But the offense, I'd honestly need to go cornerback.
Yeah, and then I'm looking at Crushing Kelly's like, I wonder if I get drafted, and then Insane's like, I like my new position. They have Xavier Howard. I've never heard of him. If anyone knows who he is.
They do have a Xavier Howard, they do.
Yep.
But it's also think he's getting up there in age too. You got to think about your possible choices between this.
Yeah, and not to mention the fact that you need a third corner now more than ever with how much passing the league does. You can't just rely on a 2-corner set anymore. You need
Because
3 good
the
corners.
The older your players get, the more injury prone they're going to be.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Tan
So
Man
it's
says he would love
always good
to
have extra players. I know you can only have a 53-man roster.
Yep, that's true. All right, so Tanner says he would love to see the Dolphins go QB. We'll see what happens. But we do have the pick, and that pick is... That is, if I can find him, that is... That man is... our very good friend, wide receiver, Tan Man C, going to the Dolphins. So our very own helper is going to the Dolphins. Unbelievable.
All right, I got to go get something to drink. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That is extremely surprising.
Yeah. And Tanner says he's excited to go to the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, it's a great pick. He's a very skilled wide receiver, great hands, great push off the line. It's a great pick. It's just your quarterback can't throw to their receiver if he's flat on his back.
Absolutely.
So
I'm pretty sure DKO would probably tell you the same thing. I'm glad that I am going to a new team. So of course Tanner is happy, so that's a good thing. You know, I mean, what good is a player if he doesn't want to go to a certain team, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, what are we gonna do? Pull John Elway and Eli Manning?
I mean, not to say we couldn't do trades post draft, but for now we can't really do that because we haven't made all the picks yet. But congratulations to Tan Man on getting drafted. Get to catch passes from Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Just hope you get the good version of him more often than you get the bad.
Absolutely. Okay, so next up are the Detroit Lions. I may as well let you go first since DKO had to go get some water apparently.
All I can say is oof to the Detroit Lions. That's my Ohio State bias, but in truth, they've been a train wreck for a long time. Like, for some reason, they just can't get going no matter what they do.
Yeah. But I'll tell you one thing. The funny thing, Clinton, was that Feck, when he was actually the quarterback of the Lions, and he took them all the way to the semifinals. Let that sink in.
Test Feck for KFC steroids.
And then Tanner says Lions need defense. I can see it.
They do. They need more defense than offense, but they still need offensive help. So it's going to be.
Walter, what's up?
The Lions are a dumpster fire.
Jeez.
Hey, Wally. They're
Okay.
dumpster fire.
Okay. I guess we'll get DKO's opinion after the pick. And the pick is in.
I'm back.
Oh, we were just talking about the Lions, and we were just about to make the pick for the Detroit Lions. So, any quick words before the pick is in?
For the Lions, they're drafting next.
Yep.
All right. Well, they lost Kenny Golladay. They need wide receiver here.
Wait, did I?
I don't think Kenny Golladay is in this game on the Lions in this one, though, is he?
No, and I'm okay. Where is? I'm looking for that certain person that's gonna be drafted next, or did I forget to put this person in the free agent pool? Let me go take care of that. Hold on. Botch. Yep, I forgot to put Crushing Kelly in the draft pool. My bad. But the truth is, yes, I'm going to save the changes, of course. That was a botch. Yep, there we go.
It's our Toad.
I think Kenny Golladay is still on the roster. Yeah, I could see it. All right, so, but no, seriously, the 7th pick goes to Crushing Kelly, wide receiver. Oh, damn it! I put him on the wrong team. Shoot. I accidentally put her on the Raiders when it's really the Lions.
Well, you can always go to click the trade option that's in the game trader over there.
Yeah, but it's much more easier to just release and then sign her again. But that was my fault though. That was a botch though. Okay.
We're getting a look into the war room.
So yes, Crushing Kelly is a 7th round pick going to the Detroit Lions.
She's a good pick. It's just again, a lot of these picks are really surprising just because of the team needs. Because they need to block for Stafford and they need defensive help, and they pick a wide receiver.
Yeah.
So interesting choice.
And then Crushing Kelly's like, I go to Detroit.
Well, I mean, honestly, the Lions, like Clinton said, they need somebody to protect Matt Stafford. Because
oh yeah, that's right. He was still with the team back then.
Stafford's like
yeah.
Matt Ryan. He can't get out of pocket that quick.
Okay. Well, we'll see what else they draft. But in the meantime, we have the Carolina Panthers.
Carolina Panthers. Let's see here. They don't need running back because they got McCaffrey. I can tell you that.
Okay.
They need to look at an offensive lineman, because offensive lineman and somebody to back up their cornerback too, because from what I've seen him play in real life, he gets injured too much.
Yeah, I agree with DKO 100%. That is the correct pick. But I will add a side note about the Lions. I would have literally cried if Cage would have been drafted to the Lions.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I would have cried.
Yeah.
I mean,
So basically, I may as well also mention that being that there are only 10 teams, these are the 10 teams that are going to be competing for the Super Bowl. So one of these perennial losers is actually going to win a title when this is all said and done. So I want you to keep that in mind, but still. So who's going to be the best or the worst is pretty much what it comes down to, really. But I just wanted to put that out there.
All good.
All good. All right. All right. So now the first pick is in for Carolina, the 8th pick. I don't think Tiju has injuries on this mode. No, I have had injuries. It's just that. Well, I'm talking about the fact that they are the first 10 picks in the IRL draft. They didn't just get there, except for maybe the 49ers who traded to get up in the draft, but that's about it, though. So
I do want to comment on Insane One's comment about calling them losers. Detroit, honestly, calling Detroit losers is an insult to losers.
Well, that's just like the saying goes: calling somebody stupid does that mean you're stupid too?
yeah, pretty much. I'll say that though. Okay, there we go. So, all right. So before I lose focus here, shoot. Oh yeah, let me get my pop out chat. What am I doing? I was busy. I was so busy talking with you guys. I wasn't looking. Okay. Well, then what am I, Clinton? LOL. All right. So anyway,
a sad panda.
A sad panda. Okay. So with the 9th pick or the 8th pick overall, the Panthers for their first pick choose. I want my pick back to Atlanta. We'll see what happens there. Their first pick is, if I can find this person. Oh, here he is. Quarterback. Chaos Reaper. That would be, that's Crimson Ninja's brother. Chaos Reaper. Quarterback. For the Panthers. So
he'll be happy. But it is a decent pick because he's mobile. He can get the ball out quickly. He can help his offensive line. The rest of the rounds, though, they need to get him some weapons, and they need to get some defense.
Not a bad pick. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go for it, Mr. DKO-san.
I mean, it's not a bad pick by them, but I would have went defense if I was him, to be honest.
Interesting. So Chaos Reaper is going to be in. So, and yes, this was, like, at this point, Cam was just a shell of his former self. So basically any improvement over him would, so yeah, that's practically what it is. Because I looked at Cam and I'm like, oh yeah, he's definitely a shadow of his former self.
So
no offense to him.
Like 32 picks in the first round, like what they done in the NFL draft, or are we just doing the first 10?
We're going to go through them all, but we have to go through it really quickly. Like after we finish the 10th and final pick, we'll just simply go through the picks really quick. Did I go to a bad team? Well,
you went to the Lions. I mean, hold on a minute.
That's where quarterbacks and a lot of other players
they just don't have a good offensive line to protect the quarterback because he don't have time to throw. That's the thing.
Okay.
And the management there is terrible. That's the main problem with the Lions.
They could have been a Super Bowl contention team. Because if you look at the last seasons, they went 7-9. They've only made the playoffs once and lost in the wild card.
Yeah. It's either mismanaged or they just cannot catch a break.
And it's like my Falcons. They were doing good one season. The one season they made it to the Super Bowl against the Patriots, 28-3 lead, then lost.
Absolutely. So did the draft screw me? LOL. Well, I don't know what. Well, time will only tell. I will say that. Up next are the Denver Broncos, and
Broncos.
Where do we start with them?
Quarterback. Bad. Yeah. Right now, quarterback is what they need because you can't. Their quarterback in here, I don't even remember on 20 who their quarterback is. I think it's Drew Lock, ain't it?
It could be him. Yeah, it's him. But yeah, they definitely need all the help.
They need help.
They need offensive line help, defense help, and they need to look at quarterback perspectives.
Lions do decent in Madden, so you should be fine, Kelly. Broncos need quarterback.
Yeah, they need
offensive line. Says
they need quarterback, line, or defensive help.
Okay. So with that said, the next pick is in, and the 9th overall pick goes to. Oh wait! Let me make sure I change the team before I forget. Like an absolute ding dong. And I'm calling myself the ding dong.
I mean, I would love to go to the Broncos, to be honest with you. But it's whatever they do in the draft, whoever they pick.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, they have a good setup there for as far as management.
I would love to see my guy in I just said oh my goodness. I mean a Broncos uniform.
All right.
And if I
The man
in a Falcons uniform, I have never seen him in the Broncos.
So the man that will go to the Broncos is, well, I'll be damned. Our boy Clinton Cage, cornerback, is going to the Broncos.
Oh,
it's a great pick.
It's a great pick.
Like I said, he's a versatile player. That if this stupid game would allow two-way players, he would probably be playing on the other side of the ball as well.
Oh my gosh! Did I forget to remove him off his old team, just like I did with Kelly?
TJ's trying to rig the Packers. TJ's trying to rig the Packers. Everybody.
No. Okay, so he's not in this. Okay, where the heck did I put Cage? Okay, seriously, where did I put Cage? Not a Cage, the Cage. So yes, they have corners. Broncos have corners, but congrats, Clinton. Yeah, but they're going. But also keep in mind, all these picks are really good picks. There's no real bad one. I'm gonna say that.
Well, yes, they do have corners, but I have a feeling that skill set wise, Cage would be really good opposite for them right now. Because isn't Chris Harris in this game?
Yes,
on the Broncos still.
In this game.
Okay, seriously,
so, yeah,
where is Cage? I'm looking for him.
I'm reading down on my Madden 20 right now.
Oh my gosh. Did I honestly forget to put Cage in this damn thing? I want to change my my jersey number to 1. All right, we'll see what happens.
That's the thing, though. I mean, just going into this season in the real NFL, like in order to, let me rephrase that. Sorry, my throat got clogged a little bit. Let me rephrase that. Now, this season that's coming up for the, it's going to be a 17-game season, and if you want to change your number,
I knew it. I forgot to take Cage out of the Packers, and then
I said, he's trying to rig it for the Packers.
Oh, no wonder I couldn't find him. Botch.
No. Because there's
and Jake Bagwell too. I forgot to take him out. Shit. I knew I was forgetting somebody, but I forgot 2 people.
You may want to go back and check the entire other rosters and make sure you didn't leave anybody.
I think really it was the Packers I forgot to take people off of. So there you go. Okay, but no, in all due seriousness though, the Broncos get Clinton. So there you go.
Well, yeah, like I said, it's a great pick for the Broncos because it improves their pass defense, which they have been hurting on from time to time.
Thank you, Nicole. Botchable 3. Thank you. Okay. But, all right. Well, up next is the 10th and final team, the best of the worst. Well, at least in terms of record, not counting San Francisco, who traded up, and that is the Dallas Cowboys. Any words about the Dallas Cowboys?
They need defense badly. Like, they've got weapons, they've got a decent line. Decent, I say. They could make improvements on it, but defense, they need a lot of help. That defense got burned.
Put it, their defense needs a lot more help than what they have right now. Because in Madden, when it comes to their defense is not that good.
Mm-hmm.
Their offensive line does pretty good when it comes to Madden gameplay. But their defense is where it all gets messed up.
Mm-hmm. Defense. He says, look at Tanner.
Yeah, their defense is awful with a side of awful.
Hold on. There's also people that call them the cowgirls too.
Well,
I call them the
course.
Coke Girls for obvious reasons from the 90s.
I see. All right, so the pick is in, and the next pick is quarterback James Crimson Ninja 420 Cleghorn.
That is surprising.
Now, obviously, this is a big thing for for Crimson Ninja. I mean, this is the team he wanted to be on at one point.
It's great for the player, but as far as team, it just doesn't make sense because they have Prescott, who is a good quarterback. They need help in the secondary and on the defensive side of the ball. And to draft a quarterback is surprising. It's a good pick, but still surprising. As Tan Man is blowing up the chat about, too.
Also, hey, Blaze, what's up? Hey, and that's another guy that you're going to see in the draft pretty soon.
Hey,
now, of course, we all know that Blaze is, a Steeler through and through, but the Steelers are not in this, so he's going to play for someone other than the Steelers, obviously. But we'll get to him in a moment. But now we go back up to the top of the draft with the Jaguars. We already talked about them, so we'll just get into the next pick. And then you can tell me what you think of that pick. And that's how we're going to do the rest of the draft from here on out, if that's all right with you two.
I'm cool.
Okay. All right. Oh, right. Let me go back to the Jaguars. Yes, you are in the draft, Mr. Blaze McCoy. So, we already established that Insane One was the first overall pick as an offensive tackle, which is great. But now, yes, I moved to QB, and I also played... Oh, and Crimson said he also played QB and wide receiver in high school, IRL.
I played quarterback and defensive end in high school.
This is going to be a minute for me because in 11-man I played strong safety and running back, but in 8-man I played offensive line, tight end, running back, quarterback, linebacker, safety.
Yep. Wait, DKO, you said you were a defensive player too?
Yeah, because at my high school we had to play 2 positions.
All right. Well, hey, that just makes you an Iron Man, and I'm very proud of you, my friend. Seriously, I am. I'm very proud of you.
When I was playing as quarterback, I led my high school to 1 championship.
Okay. So the pick is in, and the Jacksonville Jaguars have drafted quarterback Jinku Gekoga. So now they have taken a quarterback off the board, have the Jaguars. Any thoughts on that one?
That's an interesting thing.
I don't know what to say.
Interesting pick, because again, it's a solid pick because of the person, but the need-wise, it's interesting. Need-wise, they need a lot of help, so any pick is a great pick. Really.
Oh, yeah. And of course, for anyone who gets drafted, like, you guys can change your positions. You just have to tell me ahead of time. And you have to do it before the start of the postseason, because once you're set, you're set. So, like, let's say for DKO's case, he gets drafted, but he wants to play defense. No problem. Just let me know what position you want, and you're good.
It depends on the team I go to.
Very well. That's fair.
It depends on how strongly they need defense.
All right.
That was my same idea with Cage, was if, depending on who drafted me, is what position I would play. But Broncos need corner, so I'm good.
But
You're good.
Although, whatever team I get drafted to, I'm always going to be a Falcons fan for life. There's never going to be nobody to change that.
All right. Okay, so the next, back to the Jets, and we'll just get right into the next pick. The next pick is
You want my honest opinion on the Jets uniform before you pick?
Yeah.
The uniform for them's ugly. I'm just saying.
It's not the classic one. I love the classic one, especially the one that they wore in the Super Bowl.
I like the classic one, but I don't like the ones they have for the home and the away one.
Well,
because you know that when you go, if you're wearing a white jersey, and then you go down on the turf, and you're going to have stuff all over your white jersey.
Of course. Well, like they say, the jersey doesn't make the man. Yeah. The jersey doesn't make the man. The man makes the jersey.
Well, this is weird. Madden 21 predicted the next Super Bowl that it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Panthers.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And Trevor Lawrence led his team to the win, 38-0.
Interesting.
Well, we'll hold Madden 21 to that.
So with that said, the Jets have drafted for their team wide receiver Diamond Light. So Diamond is now off the board. And now I can tell him, and he asked me to let him know when he was drafted.
Yeah, Diamond Light's not a bad pick. It's, again, because all these players are really good. They're helping another need, so it's actually a pretty good pick there.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, like the Jaguars, have a lot of needs and need a lot of help.
Mm-hmm. And of course, Tanner's also going by the fact of what Diamond did during last postseason, where he and the Chiefs, when he was on the Chiefs, they killed him. They were killing him. But they just ran into the San Francisco 49ers, and it was a close game. It was a back-and-forth game in the Super Bowl. But yeah, Diamond was definitely a great player for that team.
Oh yeah, Diamond is going to be a huge help for whoever plays quarterback for the Jets. That giving weapons is very important, but let's just hope they work on the line in later picks.
Okay. All right, back to the 49ers. And the pick is also in again. Also have to change. I always have to remember to change the teams because I always forget sometimes. All right, so for the second pick by the 49ers, the Niners select center Cole Wesson. And for good reason. And before you say anything, I looked at the depth chart of centers, and they only had one center. And I was like, oh, shit, I was like, oh, shit, they need all the help they can get. So that's why they drafted him as a center.
Yeah, that's a good pick. They can always use help on the offensive line, and they're a decent enough team that they can kind of be more choosy with who they pick. Mm-hmm. Because they don't have as many needs as some of the others. And to answer Najee's question, Diamond went to the Jets.
Yep. The Jets. They made it to... Oh, also, when does the series start? Well, you know what? I thank you so much for reminding me about this, because I have a poll. It's a straw poll. And you guys can vote on it if you haven't already. But among the games, you can vote for the MLB series. You can vote for any game that I stream. So if you haven't voted, there's the straw poll. You can vote on it whenever you wish. But I just wanted to put that out there. But thank you for reminding me, Mr. Insane One. Anyway, back to the... we were talking about centers. What were your thoughts on him really quick?
Well, I mean, they needed a center because they only have one center.
Yep.
And if that one center, if they didn't draft a center this round, and then they went into the season with their first center getting injured, then they would be pretty much...
Yeah.
Well, that I say it, man, I don't want to say it back because I don't like using this word. They're pretty much screwed. They didn't draft a center.
Oh, Nicole wants to be on the MLB show. All right, I'll be sure to add your name there, Miss McQueen.
So I wanted to ask y'all's opinion on this because I've been wanting to ask TJ this for a long time.
Yeah.
If I was to start like a Madden 21 series on my show, like TJ does with on not my show, I mean on YouTube, like TJ does with 20, would y'all want to see y'all's characters be made on 21, or would you like to see me just make random generated characters?
I'll do mine on there, but it'll probably be like a different position and stuff. Just has to be unique with it. But yeah, I'm down.
All right. And then JW's wondering, am I going to get drafted? Well, we shall find out because the next team that's going to be picking is the Falcons once again. And the pick is in.
Oh, well, let's see who they go.
They go for, if I can find them, that is. Okay, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Halfback / running back, Josh Brooks, a.k.a. JWE.
Well, that's not. Well, I don't think it's. Well, they already had a good running back. They should have went offensive lineman this pick, but
Yeah, the player. I don't question the player. I question the team's decision on that. Yeah, because they have a good running back. They just need to open up lanes and everything.
Yes, you are going to the Falcons, JWE, and he's actually happy.
Well, I mean, yeah, the Falcons are a good team.
Very glad.
The Falcons can be a good team. It's just it was a surprising pick to me.
I was born in Georgia. Yes, that's DOK speaking, Crimson, not me. Oh.
I don't have a New England. I was born in Germany, but I don't have a German accent, which I think is kind of weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I'm not gonna question it anyway. But anyway, let's go to the next pick before we waste any time. Because again, my good friend Broken Twitch will be starting, and I don't want to, So even if I finish the show, it'll be towards the beginning of his show. So there we go. All right, so the Bengals, their pick is in, and this one, to go with their wide receiver that they already picked, and if I can find that person, that man is Kyle Young, quarterback.
Well, that's a good pick because again, the Bengals are one of those teams that needs just a lot of help on both sides of the ball. So any help they get is a good choice.
They're one of those teams. Let's see. And then Nicole's like, I'm already on my way to Atlanta, or she's Oh yeah, that's right. You were already picked. What am I saying? And then Crimson says to DKO, if you want to make me on 21, I'm cool with it.
All right. I'll do that.
But but do check out DKO's channel, Mr. Crimson, so he can make you as good as it can be. Yeah, because Burrow's not. This is pre-Burrow, so that they need that. So congratulations to Kyle Young as he gets to join his Weapon X partner, Remnant Elementor.
As somebody who used to live in Ohio, Cincinnati's a really nice city. I just got to say this to Kyle and Remnant. Go get some Cincinnati chili, guys. It's great.
All right. Next up, Miami back on the clock again. And they immediately turn in their pick. And that man that they have picked is right outside linebacker MBN John. So, of course, John is... Usually he would play for the Eagles, but since the Eagles are not in this draft, he will be, however, teaming up with his McGrump's partner, Tan Man C. So
It's a decent pick because the Dolphins have some decent pieces on the defensive side of the ball. So improving the defense, especially at linebacker, because to me, from what I saw of them, that was their weakest point.
of course, John. Oh, and then DKO says be right back. Okay. Well. Well. So yeah, Tan Man, how does it feel to not only go to Miami but also have John go with you? So yeah,
I mean it was a great pick by the Dolphins, improving, and that's the kind of picks I like. Are good players, but they also fill the needs. That is a really good pick.
Goodness, I was just stretching out my arms. All right, so Tan Man says he
All
likes
good.
it. Awesome. All right, back on the clock are the Lions, and their next pick, and I think it's okay. I think it's kind of good that DKO had to go take some water because up next, their pick is, of all people, tight end. Wait, did I forget to put him? Or is he? I always hate when I misman it. I misplaced him. Shoot. Or did I not make him? I always hate when I do that. Folks, I apologize for the for the screwing up there.
Well, I'll comment on the position of the pick anyways, but
Yes,
the tight end is a need for the Lions. Like I said, it's one the teams like the Jaguars, the Lions, the Bengals, they need a lot of help in a lot of different places. So them getting a tight end, especially one that can block decent as well as catch the football, very, very smart pick. Because they're one of those teams, they can pick anybody, and it's really a good choice because they need so much help.
Okay, and once again, botch! I did it again. Alright, there we go. Anyway. All the cats need help in a lot of places. Oh yeah, she's referring to the Bengals, the Lions, Panthers, and yeah, Lions and Panthers. So those are the cat. Oh, and Jaguars too. I forgot about them. Can't forget that.
Yeah, they need a lot of help, and maybe a new litter box.
And a new little litter box. All right, so it's actually tight end Maxim Aurelius, also surnamed PPF. Oh, damn it! I put him on the wrong team again. Shoot!
Well, Tan Man, I agree with you. They do have a decent tight end, but again, having somebody who can do both, having more than one tight end can be really good, especially if you're doing a lot of two tight end sets, which, from what, again, I've seen of them in this game, they do that. So it does help.
And apparently Nicole is counting down the number of botches I do, and apparently I'm at botchable number 5.
She's probably going to make an official video of it too.
I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, so yes, we have a tight end to go with a wide receiver. So at least the weapons are good. We just hope that they get some more help at some point.
They need the next picks. They need to focus on defense and line. Period. Because Stafford is a decent quarterback. He threw for 5,000 yards, and he's actually decently accurate. But you got to give him some linemen because otherwise he's going to end up flat on his back.
Okay. All right. So next we have, and I'll also go over the playoff structure after the draft. But anyway, next pick is the Carolina Panthers, and their pick is in. And I'm not sure if this young man is in the chat, but the next pick is wide receiver and our very own Blaze Radio, Blaze McCoy.
That's an interesting pick right there.
I don't know what else to say except it definitely gives Chaos a great wide receiver to go with an already great running back. Also, hey, welcome back, Joshua.
Oh yes, especially the rest of the time they need to focus on line, focus on defense, because they do need help on those two things badly.
All right. So,
'Cause-
yeah. Oh, sorry if I keep interrupting.
I was thinking of something and then I totally forgot it, so don't mind me.
Oh shit. and then Crimson's like, no, Dallas wanted the McCoy. So Crimson was like, he really wanted McCoy to be on his team.
Watch, Crimson's gonna get the game and then make everybody and put them all on Dallas.
All right, number 9. Back to the Broncos, and their next pick is in.
Get us some offensive help.
So to go. All right, so they already have Cage, but next they have running back Chris Clark.
Nice pick. I love the old style of running. That back. Can catch the ball in the backfield. He can run. That'll take pressure off of whoever their quarterback is. But they do need to get a quarterback at some point.
And Anarchy left the party. Not sure what happened there.
So I wonder what was going off in my ears.
Yeah.
You put me on Detroit Crimson, I will literally just nuke the team.
Well, and I'm not sure what happened with Mr. DKO.
I don't know. Something might have happened, like his internet might have crashed. But, yeah, I mean, Broncos, that's a good pick. Chris Clark is a really good running back. You saw it last season. He's going to help take pressure off of whoever the quarterback is. And they do have a decent line, especially if they go back to the old zone blocking scheme.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good pick, and it fills a potential need.
Okay. So up next are the Cowboys, and they already took Crimson Ninja, the quarterback. And I think, I believe I did see someone by the name of Jordan Walker in the chat there, but I hope he's in there because the Dallas Cowboys have selected if I can find the man. Tight end Jordan Walker to go to the Cowboys, and that's his team anyway.
I have no problem with Cleveland. My rivalry with Detroit is based off on me being an Ohio State fan.
And then Joshua was like, they better not take me. I guess he didn't want to go to the Cowboys. Well, they didn't pick you. They picked Jordan Walker to go to Dallas.
Well, that's a great pick for the Cowboys because they lost Greg Witten's getting ready to retire on this game.
Yeah.
So that's a big help having a young, very tall tight end to throw to in the red zone. So yeah, that's a great pick for Dallas.
And then Crimson's like, yo, I'll take it. Interesting. I don't know if Tanner's still in the chat. Either that or maybe he's just wondering, what is with all this mindless minutia that these teams are drafting from? How come they're not drafting according to needs? Well, it's not just needs, but it also is, who we have. And there aren't very many linemen in this game, or in the number of players that we have.
Yeah, that is true as well. So they have to go based off of what's available as well as needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like the real NFL draft where you can just pick based off a need. But again, I would have taken Pitts with the first overall pick. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. Yeah, I work from linemen backwards. Oh, and those are my doggos.
Yep, that
is Tallulah, Hades, and Poppet saying hi.
There you go. There's her dog emoji. But yeah, I hope Mr. DKO is okay. I hope it wasn't
I
anything
hope
I
so
said.
too.
I hope it wasn't anything I did. I hope not. But anyway.
Well, he might be playing. Last time I saw him, he was playing a game, so he might have not been able to play and keep track of the stream at the same time. So that might be it.
Yeah, and oh shoot.
Yes, Dallas does need defense in the next pick. I would agree with that, Crimson.
Yep.
But we'll see what they do.
Oh yeah. And I may as well share this with you guys for those who are interested. My good friend Remnant Elementor, if you're into the Persona series, he is doing a Persona stream. So if you guys like Persona, you can check out Remnant. But as for who's next, we go back to the top of the order with the Jaguars. And their pick is in, and they already have Insane One, and they already have Jinku Gekoga. Their next pick is middle linebacker. Well, if I can find him, that is. Middle linebacker. Oh, don't tell me I forgot to put him in there too. Oh no, wait, no, I'm sorry.
It's not Jake then, because you did.
Oh, I'm sorry. He's a left outside linebacker. Sorry, Joshua James. Joshua James is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's already teaming up with former Insane J members, Insane One and Jingu Gekoga. So it looks
That's
like
it's a good pick, Jacksonville.
Oh,
Jacksonville's
sorry.
a really good needed defense, so that's a great pick. Linebacker is an important position, and he can cover and he can step up and play the run, so great pick by the Jags.
Look at Joshua.
Who's next?
No,
Are you
no.
Josh Berg? Is that what your name is?
No,
Josh Berg.
No. No. He says at least it's not the Cowboys, and he has a relieved face on him, a relief look on his face. That evil laugh. All right, back to next pick is the the New York Jets. Sorry, they don't pick twice. Do the Jacksonville Jaguars? No, the Jets pick next, and their next pick is. But I would have been happy to have you as a teammate. Sorry, my brother wanted to play on my system, so I had to leave the party. Okay. Well, so far, DKO, you haven't been drafted yet, so you're still in the running. But for the Jets, they draft quarterback Elmeister. And that man was also pivotal in helping the Titans win the Super Bowl 2 seasons ago. Any thoughts on this, Mr. Clinton's son?
That is, again, a very interesting choice there, because they've picked what, offense for the first two, and now offense again.
Yeah, well,
If I go back and read, so.
Actually defense, because they drafted Najee as a linebacker.
Okay, so they have offense, defense, and then
offense again.
Offense again. Okay. So yeah, I mean they're actually, because again, those are one of those 4 teams that need help at a lot of positions. So anything is not a bad pick.
Okay.
And hashtag Tony Khan has bought TJ's draft.
Yeah. Also, bear in mind, Joshua is, a young man that, is not a very big fan of the Cowboys. I guess maybe because, the Cowboys beat some of his favorite teams back in the 90s, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe it was just the fact that they beat, like, the Bills or the Steelers back in the 90s. Because if you remember their championship years in the 90s, I certainly do. And yes, I am that old.
Yeah, I remember the Jets being. Oh, don't get me started on Joe Namath not being worthy of the Hall of Fame. Oh my lord, I go on rants on that one. But yeah, it's a good pick by the Jets.
I'd have been honored to have any of the viewers as a teammate except Reaper, because we would be fighting over the starting job as a QB. Yeah, I could see it. All right, next are the
have them fight Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if Mortal Kombat's a sport, other than it's a blood sport. Next, back up are the 49ers. They already took Deidre Lewis and center Cole Wesson. But their next choice is running back Rob Parks. I'm surprised.
I am too. But I mean, that does replace the lost running back they had from making it to the Super Bowl. I mean, so that's a decent pick. They're replacing what they lost. So,
I mean, he's my brother, so naturally we can't be teammates. I see.
Yeah.
So, congratulations to the 49ers on getting a running back. Not bad. All right, next are the Falcons, and it dates back to 2000.
Who Wally's going to go for.
All right. So, the Falcons have drafted I thought for a moment he was a right. I thought he was a right guy, but no, he's apparently left. But that man is none other than Atlanta's own Walter Johnson, and he's going to the Falcons. So even though he was picked, let me see. He was picked 24th. He goes to the Atlanta Falcons.
If I was Wally, though, I would say one thing before the season: bulk up. Only 220 at a left end. But it's a good pick. They need help on defense. Just, I would advise him to get a little bit bigger, especially since the last time I saw them, they run a 4-3 or 3-4 in this game.
I forget because I
can't remember, because in a 3-4 you need to be a bit bigger.
But yeah, Walter, how do you feel about going to the Falcons first and foremost? And as you think about that, we go to our next team, the back to the Bengals again. Okay, so they already took 2 Weapon X guys, and their next pick is. And Walter's glad. I'm happy. I really am. I'm very happy for him. Their next pick is right outside linebacker Mobman, also a member of Weapon X.
That's another good choice. It allows him to fix a need. He also can cover, which will help with tight ends. Because if in this league you need linebackers that can cover, that can actually tackle at the line. So yeah, I mean it's interesting, but again, I advise get the Cincinnati chili.
Yep. And then apparently Nicole's like, SWO is taking over Atlanta. That would be the faction. Okay, back to the Dolphins again.
Who wants to live in Miami? We find out next.
Yes, of course. Oh, right. Let me go back. Let me check and see how. Welcome back, Tanner. So, a lot of big names coming down on the board. All right, here we go. Let me also check and say hello to. I'm just saying hello to the people at Broken Twitch's show. You know, just to show my support. Also, I may as well share his stream for those who, if you guys are into wrestling, especially after you've been picked, you guys can check out Twitch's show, which is pro wrestling, or in WWE 2K19 to be more precise. But so yeah, if you guys want to check that out, you are more than welcome to. but I just wanted to share that with you. All right, back to the draft. Anyway, welcome back, Tan-Man. And then Insane was like, I'm already living in Miami. Yeah, but you're going to Jacksonville, so you just have to move up north a little bit. So the Miami Dolphins...
It could be just a drive.
Yeah. Sorry about that. All right, so the Dolphins get... Oh my gosh. They get the man who honestly should have been the MVP of the Super Bowl last season. The man, Jay Virtus, running back. They can't sign him.
Oh,
shit. Okay, so... Alright, well then we'll make it happen then. We'll do it live.
Yeah, Virtus had an amazing Super Bowl. This is a great pick for them.
Okay.
It was Dolphins, right?
Yeah, it was the Dolphins, but I have to cut somebody. Alright, so who is going to get the cut? Alright. Usually we'll just
Patrick
cut the...
Liard for that name.
Yeah.
Sounds like lard.
Yeah, we have to release somebody, but that's really a small price to pay. But the ones they had were not that good, so okay. So thank you, Insane One, for that one. All right, back to this one. This time I got to change the name because last time I did it, it would go to the Raiders like an absolute fool. All right, here we go. Mr. Jay Virtus goes to the Dolphins. So now the Dolphins have 3 members of the McGrumps in the form of Tan-Man, John, and now Jay Virtus.
TJ setting up faction warfare.
So, all right, let me go out of character. Yes, that's practically what it is. I didn't want to make it obvious, but that was pretty much what happened. Even if the positions don't really make all that much sense, that's practically what it is.
I was guessing. I was honestly guessing.
I didn't want to reveal it until someone actually guessed it, but you guessed it, so that's practically what it is. All right. So, back to the Lions. Their next pick is up next, and their next pick is running back King Feck. I know this does not address any of the issues that they have, but they are getting a solid running back without question.
Oh yeah, they are. They just need to spend as much as they can in picks at free agencies or make some trades to try to get some help in areas of needs.
Anyway, how's everything going, Tan-Man? I forgot to ask you about that. And also, how do you feel about teaming up with John and Jay Virtus so far in Miami? And I'll get to you, and by you I mean Clinton, when we get to the Broncos. But up next are Mr. Chaos Reaper's team, the Panthers, and their next pick is, well, faction out the window in my case, as teammates from factions on all different teams. Yeah.
Really, in BTO, Crimson, I don't think you have a faction there. Or PTDW, I'm sorry, my brain.
Yeah.
Time for more caffeine.
Okay. All right, so the next pick for the Panthers is middle linebacker. He should be a right outside linebacker, but in either case, it is Jake Bagwell going to the Panthers.
Jake is a good pick. He's solid in pass coverage. He's really good at stepping up and getting the run. He's a veteran player, which that defense needs. So yeah, that is a great pick.
I'm saying DWS
you might be
in
upset
general.
about not being on the pack.
Oh, sorry.
Who's this Clinton you speak of? My name is Maik.
Is that really your name?
No, my real name is actually Clinton. I'm just messing with Crimson.
Okay.
Maik is my favorite character in the Elder Scrolls.
All right, so Clinton,
He's giant Catman.
we are now back to, well, now it's officially your team, the Broncos. You have yourself, cornerback, and then a running back in Chris Clark. But their next pick is in, and that man is quarterback Logan Hinton. His name is Toby.
Great pick. We needed a lot of pick. We needed a quarterback, but that helps out a lot. Now we just need to get that TJ Toad guy because, he could help with the pass rush opposite of Von Miller.
That would actually not be a bad thing, playing with the great Von Miller. His name is Zach. Wait. Oh, are you talking about Zach Walker? Nicole Satin? Or Nicole Chan?
They might be talking about me.
Or,
They're
you.
talking about me because I made that comment. But yeah, it's the Broncos, they're one of those teams that can be picky. They don't have a ton of needs. To me, I would love to see them go back to the old style smash mouth football with the zone blocking scheme, because that line you could literally stick anybody behind it, and it was 1,500 yards.
Okay. Oh, right. Next pick goes back to the Cowboys. I'm talking about Zach on the commentary. Oh. I guess she was talking about you then. All right. Well, up next.
Maybe I should create a commentary character called Zach.
Yes. All right. So number 10, the Cowboys have made their pick, and they have picked. I hope I didn't forget this person. I forgot this person. Botch! Botchamania 6 now. Only question is, where did I put him? Wait. Oh, of course. I accidentally forgot to take him off the Falcons. Of course. Yep, thank you for helping me catch up. Botchable 6. Ha. But okay. Also, change the team before you make an idiot out of yourself, TJ, and I'm talking to myself.
It's all good.
Okay, so the Broncos officially choose. Oh, I'm sorry. The Cowboys. I'm sorry. My bad. I almost got.
I mean, if you want to give the Broncos another pick.
Yeah. No. The Cowboys get wide receiver Greg Harris, otherwise known as Mythic Legends Wrestling, or the owner of Mythic Legends Wrestling, Greg Harris. So he gets to go to the Cowboys.
The player's good, but again, Dallas has some pretty solid receivers, so it's kind of confusing needs-wise, but I could see where you were going with it, so it's a good pick. Because anybody who's on this created roster is actually a really good player and can boost any team that they play on.
Yep.
The question is, do you want to work Harris out of the slot? Because that would help cause even more damage.
Okay, it looks like Crushing Kelly is doing pretty well, as is Irish Fire on Delete IPW, or the road to it, rather. I just wanted to at least, give some love to Mr. Twitch there. All right, next team. And this is the last time we go around at the start of the draft, back to the Jaguars, and this is their fourth and final pick. And the Jaguars have made their selection, and they have selected cornerback JT Price.
Ooh.
So it's official. Insane J is together.
That's also fits a Jacksonville need, so it scores all 3 points. It scores a faction, it scores a player, and it scores a need. That is a great pick by the Jags. And it also helps any potential free agents or anybody that wants to be traded. hey, we're actually serious about improving. We don't just like being crap.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're just trying to get better so they can have an AEW pay-per-view in the stadium.
Absolutely.
Then they can get fans back.
Cornerback. I was trying to say cornerback, but I couldn't spell or say it right without making it sound like quarter, which would have been incorrect.
I just say corn. I just say corner without the back.
Yeah.
Makes it easier.
So yeah, corner, JT Price. So, all right. So now we get to the Jets with their final pick. And if it wasn't obvious before, it should be obvious now that their last pick is Lewis Black, defensive left end.
It's a good pick. It's just I'm surprised at the weight. That's the thing. Is I'm used to seeing like, especially knowing the Jets play 3-4. I'm used to seeing like big guys like Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, J.J. Watt from that scheme. But that is a good pick. He's gonna help their pass rush. He's just got to be able to cause penetration.
All right. So now I can make the announcement. And oh hey. Oh, let me say what's up to Captain Danger in the chat for Twitch. And also Wrestling Mama's there.
Oh boy.
Of course.
Uh-oh.
He is.
I better say hi to her, or I'm gonna get in trouble.
Of course, that is Clinton's go-to, if you know what I mean.
That's my character's girlfriend, like Speranza is your character's.
Oh yeah. She is to Clinton what Speranza is to me. All right. So that's the end of the Jaguars and the Jets making their picks. So we now get to the 49ers' final pick. And without wasting any time, we have a new player who is replacing Mr. P, surnamed Prince Charles. And while he did successfully win a championship with the 49ers, he has moved on. And that man who is taking his spot and subsequently took his position and whatnot, that man is making his first appearance, and that man is Ikeem Dickerson, left outside linebacker.
Again, that's a great pick. It helps. They're one of the teams that can kind of pick and choose. And if they need to move him to like middle linebacker, his size, his speed is perfect for that as well. So they got a really good versatile player. So I can say without a doubt that is a really good pick.
Okay. All right. We are getting close to the end. So, oh yeah, and I should also mention for the Jets, this effectively puts together Mario Party TV, which is the name of the faction of Elmeister, Lewis, Najee, and Diamond's Light. That's what they have. I forgot to mention that. There we go. And Diamond asked me, who are my teammates before I get excited or sad? Okay. All right, so the Falcons make their final pick, and they have chosen right defensive end. I said right defensive end, Darius. Going to the Falcons.
That's a good pick. Guy who can not only cause disruption in the backfield in the run game, he's fast enough to cause a pass rush. That helps them out greatly because now they can generate pressure on the quarterback, stuff the run, and Kelly Mondo hasn't been drafted yet.
Nope. But for Darius, with his draft status, it is official. SWO is running wild in Atlanta. Anyway, TJ, when you stream, it honestly makes my day because I love these sports series. It's fun to watch. And you know what? That makes me very happy, and I'm serious. It really makes me happy to hear that.
I'm hoping, honestly, to you guys in the chat and to you, TJ, that I'm helping with color commentary because this is one of the first few times I've actually been able to commentate on stuff, so I hope you guys like it. So I'm always open for feedback, so let me know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now the Bengals make their final pick, and without wasting any time, they have drafted right outside linebacker, your boy T.J. Toad.
That, again, is a good pick. I was hoping he'd come to Denver, but size-wise, great. Speed, has the power. Yeah, it's a great pick right there.
So,
That
effectively...
helps solve up defense.
Sorry.
Well, also, it allows you to be versatile, and if they need to move you to inside, they can, or they can keep you on the outside, or if they even need to rotate you in as an end. That's a good mix of skill set to have.
Yeah, I noticed they have a new position, and I may as well mention this out of character. They have something called Edge, which is an edge rusher.
Yeah, they've been changing up the terminology in the NFL a lot lately. It's very weird.
It is weird, and of course this game came out before that terminology change. So, but in traditional form, I am a linebacker, so there you have it. So yeah, me and Mopman are going to form a linebacking core, and I think that linebacking core is going to be a beast.
Oh yeah, it's going to give them, like, even if one of you has to move to middle or you both standing outside, that's going to give Bengals help on run defense and pass coverage against running backs, tight ends, because, I mean, look at what the J-Train, as I call him, did in the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
The Kansas City Chiefs didn't have a counter for him out of the backfield or running, and he just massacred them.
So yeah, they didn't have a linebacker to sew them up, and they didn't have one to counter of their own, looking back on it.
So, I mean, that pick right there helps improve vastly for the Bengals.
Yep. Also, and it looks like Jen and Kelly are still in the hunt on IPW, or in the match that they're in currently. All right. Finally, the Miami Dolphins' final pick is another newcomer, and that man is Iron Smasher, cornerback. And all right, so I have to sign a new person. I have to release somebody.
Yeah.
But go for it.
But didn't they draft a corner earlier in the draft?
Wait, what did I say?
I don't have a writing notes.
Oh, okay. I
don't have any notes on it yet.
They drafted John, who was a linebacker. Jay Vertis is the running back, and Taman is the wide receiver. But no, this is their first corner.
Okay, so yeah, that gives them another corner to help out.
Oh my gosh, they have way too many corners. No wonder. Well, sorry, Mr. Stevens, but you're off the hook.
So that gives them, especially against multi-wide receivers, that is a big help. Because like I said earlier, you need more than just two corners anymore. With as many shotgun formations and pistol formations as there is, you need at least three corners to be good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, great pick by the Dolphins.
Okay. Sorry.
I just hope that it translates on the field, because chemistry is just as important as talent.
And with this, with Iron Smasher, now the McGrumps are now running wild in Miami.
Look out, Cuban food trucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're always at Hard Rock Stadium, especially for tailgates. But next up are the Lions, and their last pick. I think, and I'm surprised that they waited so long to get this guy, but that man is crushing Kelly's man, Damian Black, right outside linebacker, going to the Lions.
It helps shore up the line. It helps shore up the defense. But the other cool thing with his size is not only could he stay at linebacker, He could also double as a safety because this is coming from my own coaching playbook because I don't know if anybody knows, but that's my college degree is in football coaching. I use a lot of hybrid on offense and defense, so I love guys that can play more than one position. Mondo, perfect size for to be a safety or a corner or stay at linebacker, so it's awesome.
Look at Kelly.
It's a great pick. Yay! But Kelly, you can't stay in the locker room and make out. You have to actually play.
I was just about to say, Crushing Kelly, you got your man. But unfortunately, that is not the case for Crimson, because I'm pretty sure there's a part of them that does want somebody like Mr. Damian Black. But life moves on. Life goes on, I should say.
You can't control what the team wants to pick. So.
All right, so now we are down to our last three players, I may as well say. Justin Cruz, Mr. DKO, who is technically still a quarterback, but I could change him into a defensive player, or any other player for that matter, position, I should say. But our next pick, the Panthers, they are going to go with Justin Cruz, wide receiver.
Another weapon for Reaper. That's a decent pick, but they still need to address some of the defensive issues in free agency or through trades. But as far as drafting, getting weapons is okay. It's a good pick. They got a good player. They can move the ball. They just... Especially with Reaper's ability to move, that'll help. So, go ahead.
And Kelly almost got eliminated in the match that she's in. All right. So now we get to our final two draft picks. Let me go back there. So without wasting any time, the Broncos select punter James Gamer.
Punter, to me, is one of the most underrated positions in football. Nobody wants to seem to play the field position game anymore. So that's actually a really good choice because that'll allow the defense more field to defend, and it will pin the offense of the opposing team back. So, yes, that is a good pick. Punters are so underrated, it's not even funny.
Yeah, and one of the reasons I put him to punter was because... James was kind of in that island by himself where I was like, okay, where am I going to put him? Or what position? And then when I saw the position that so badly needed a punter, like when I saw that the punter was so bad, I'm like, oh yeah, we got to make him a punter. And that's how he became a punter, practically. Plus, I have a short threat with the tight end pick that you guys got. So that means that by default... the Cowboys get Mr. Irrelevant, Mr. DKO, and even though technically he's a quarterback, he did say that if he ever went to a team that is in so badly of a need of a defensive position, he would change positions. So we can make that change.
It's going to be interesting to see what the Cowboys do with DKO because he was a talented QB. So I'm wondering. Where are they going to move him to, is the question.
I think it's about time we find out right now. Let's see. So if I was to look at the Dallas Cowboys, they are in the NFC East, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they are. So, okay, so they have the quarterback. Let's see. Dallas definitely has a running back. They don't need a running back. Oh, I guess if we go just by defensive positions, we'll go with that. Okay, so defensive end, they're pretty good. Defensive tackle, oh yeah, they need some help. They're at 76 overall. All right. Okay, outside linebacker, 73. Okay, not bad. Corner. Corner's pretty good. Safety's good. Or free safety, sorry. Dallas, 74. Let's see.
Oof.
74. Okay. Okay, so strong safety is so far the weakest at 74. Kicker? Ooh, kicker is so bad. Okay.
What's kicker? Yikes.
70. Now, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if DKO wants to be a kicker, but if he had to choose, it would either be a strong safety or what is it? Or a defensive tackle.
Defense.
I'll have to ask him. Anyway, hey, Chaos Reaper, what's up, man? I'm happy to tell you that you got drafted by the Carolina Panthers.
Well, I'm happy with Cage's pick because the Broncos are one of my favorite teams. Plus, they're the same mascot as my alma mater, so I'm happy with that.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. So, what I will do, I guess, yeah. I guess what I'll do is I'll go to manage players since now that that DKO is on the team officially. Oh, I can go the other way. What am I doing? There we go. Yes, Blaze got drafted. I told him where he was drafted. Oh. Yes. And yes, Blaze was drafted by the Panthers as well. Absolutely.
Quick, change his caw to the Panthers colors and see how he reacts.
Wait, where did I put... Wait, did I put... Oh, don't tell me. Did I accidentally put him on the Broncos when I didn't mean to? I did.
I mean, heck, I'll take
I did.
more Broncos.
I accidentally... All right. All right. Let me just let me change that really quick. But it'll give me a good chance to save. But oh my gosh. All right. So yeah, I'll have to work on DKO and move him to a defensive position, especially given like he said, they need help real bad there. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Botchable number 7. Okay, there we go. So even though, so
really
yeah, yeah. Sorry.
What's really surprising is Antonio Brown is a free agent on the game.
Yeah, this was like during the time that he was having his, but basically he was just misbehaving. That's practically what it came down to. He was misbehaving, and
I would have smacked him. Just smack him with a fly swatter.
I thought you were going to say lay the smackdown on him.
No, that's going to be the Rock in the XFL. Anybody who gets out of line, he's just going to drop him with a rock bottom through the table in the office.
Okay. How
well,
many
that
picks
was
left?
actually all 40 picks.
I went to the
believe
Cowgirls.
I'm correct.
I went to the Cowgirls. Where's the trade option? Oh boy. So he doesn't even want to. So he doesn't even want to be there.
Come to the Broncos. I had to sneeze. Come to the Broncos.
I went to the Cowgirls. Where is the trade option, JK? Okay. Wait a minute. DKO, you said you wanted to be a defensive player if you were to go to a team that needed it. So we saw the positions, and one of them was it tackle?
Yeah, it was tackle, defensive tackle, and strong safety.
Okay, so defensive tackle or strong safety. But if you do want to be traded, and Clinton, you want him, who would you give up for? Chris Clark, James Gamer, or Logan?
That's hard. That's hard to pick.
Of course, if DKO doesn't want to be traded, we could just nix it and that'd be it. Okay. But we'll see what he says. We'll see what he says.
Help. They need help on the defensive tackle and
strong safety. He said strong safety. Yeah. Okay. Strong safety it will be then. Okay.
Yeah, right now in the 17, I'm trying to figure out what position to make a bit character based on me at, Because I just did a quarterback for the Steelers, and I'm just like, okay, I'm bored of quarterback now.
Okay. Okay. Strong safety. Okay, he's fine as he is at 220. Because that's usually the typical weight. Okay.
Yeah, to me, a lot of people don't overlook the safety positions. To me, and honestly, to me, them and middle linebacker
All right. We'll
are
fix
the
the
like
overall.
second most
Oh,
positions. Second most important positions on the defense because they're kind of your center fielders, and they're
oh,
extra. They can also double as extra linebackers, so it's an important help.
okay. It says, TJ, can you change my jersey number to 1? All right, let's see. 1 it is, okay. And he says, cut my weight. He wants to lose some weight. Let's go to 250, I guess. Unless, yeah. So I got you at 250, but if you want me to cut more weight, I can. So there you go. Yeah, because he was a wide receiver at a nice, healthy 275, but yeah, 250, you can't go wrong with that. But we'll see how much weight that will be. 240. 240 it will be. That's inverse weed. Hey, there's Anarchy.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Deco.
So, I'm sorry or that you got drafted by quote-unquote the Cowgirls.
That's fine.
So, well, I guess since you're here, I may as well help you with like the overall I'll have to do off camera because, that shit will take too long. But, since you're here, do you still want your number 5?
Yeah, I'll keep number 5.
Keep number 5, alright.
That's my brother's birthday, April 5th, so...
Mm-hmm. And your weight is fine at 220? Or do you want to go up or down?
225.
225, alright. You got it. Let's see.
Reminds me of Sean Taylor.
Yeah, he's big. He's huge, really.
And
What's
Sean
the height,
Taylor
Sam?
was a real 6'2".
Bring up 1 inch taller, 6'3".
Oh, alright. Well, thank you for letting me know on that.
Yeah, usually Taylor would have been I think would have been a great
6'3".
safety in the league if he would have been able to stay long enough.
Also, and Nicole says Pog.
Now, my hometown's good. You can keep it at Atlanta. Because you keep that there. What do you got? You got me at... originally, what I would have if I would have stayed with football throughout high school, I would have been playing for Clemson University.
Oh.
With Trevor
Clemson.
Lawrence, but I did it.
IRL?
Yeah, in real life. But I didn't stay with football. I quit that to become a YouTuber.
I was a part of an 8-man team in high school, so they tried to get me to play for Boise State when I originally
I had the
went
choice
the first
between
time.
because I had 2 scouts under me. That was LSU and Clemson when I was playing football.
So I have the Schultz Vengeance Pro. He wants to change his helmet. The Schultz Vengeance Pro. The Vengeance Z10. Okay. The Schultz 5.7. There's so many helmets you could pick that's not even funny. The Riddle Revolution. Riddle Revolution Speed. Riddle Speed Flex. Riddle 360. Zenith X2E. Zenith Epic. Shadow. Viscera 1.
Going to Vengeance Z10.
Vengeance Z10. Alright, so now this also affects the... Let's see. Is there one for a QB? Let me see. There usually... Sometimes there are, but there aren't always. Okay, no, there's not. Let's see, 2-bar, 3-bar. 3-bar looks good. Alright, 3-bar it is, so...
Yeah, there's only been one guy from 8-man football to make it to the NFL, and we all know who that is.
Clinton Cage?
Well, two in the game, but I mean in real life, Leighton Vander Esch. Which is funny because I played against his older cousin in high school. Because he's from Salmon River. The Salmon River Savages, and I was in the Garden Valley Wolverines, so...
Okay. The Vengeance 3-War, okay.
So, yeah, that town goes blue and white every single Sunday. Because I've been to Riggins a lot.
Well, I never knew that you were involved with great celebrities.
Well, I didn't know that his cousin was going to outshine him, but they're a really nice family. I've met them a couple times in passing, but their dad bought a bus just to drive down to the Boise State games when he was in college, and now he flies pretty much anybody from the town who wants to go out to Dallas to the Dallas games and buys them tickets and pays for everything. Hotel room, the whole 9 yards. He's actually a really nice guy.
I can imagine. And all right, so now that I think we got most of the changes that we need, and then, like I said, I'll work on the overall for Mr. DKO, since again that's going to take time. But how did you guys feel where you were placed, and also the draft overall? Given, there weren't a lot of line people in this draft, just based on the fact that not everybody picks that.
Yeah, there needed to be a lot of teams that needed the line help, but because, like you said, there wasn't a lot, it's hard to do that. Me, personally, I love where I went because I have 3 favorite teams, and that was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I love where Cage went. I'm just hoping he can tackle well and be a lockdown corner. And
I could totally see DKO. Oh, sorry.
And I think it's going to be an interesting season with these drafts.
And of course, the playoff structure is we actually have even amount of NFC and AFC teams, so that means that we legit can have an NFC and AFC championship game as well as a Super Bowl, legit. So, and of course, the seeding is simply the team that picked last in this draft, which was Dallas, has the number 1 seed in the NFC, and then Denver had the last pick for the AFC teams. They get the number 1 seed and whatnot, and it just goes in the inverse order of the draft. So I should probably mention that part there, but for DKO, any final thoughts on your pick though?
Well, let's just say I'm not going to complain.
We'll
see how well this goes with this season, and if I don't like the way it's going, then we could be looking at a simple trade to another team or
another draft.
Or another draft, yep.
That's pretty much what we'll have. But until then, and it looks like another match just finished up. All right, so with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed the draft, and I hope you guys, enjoyed your popcorn and whatnot.
I didn't eat popcorn. How could I enjoy it?
Well, I'm just talking to anyone who had it.
Bar.
Or that, yeah.
So I was hungry. You're not you when you're hungry.
Eat a Snickers.
Snickers satisfies.
I mean, is this a commercial all of a sudden, damn it?
This stream has been officially sponsored by Snickers.
You're not you when you're hungry. All right, so as you all know, I'm getting ready to do a career simulation of Trevor Lawrence on the Jaguars.
Ooh.
coming up here in just a few minutes. The
All
title
right.
of the video: When can Trevor Lawrence lead the Jaguars to a Super Bowl? That's going to be the title of the video.
We'll see what
When
happens.
they get an offensive line.
And I'm only going to play week 1 of the season. Everything else will be simulated. So we'll be playing on All Pro though.
All right. Well, with that said, I will see you guys for when we do go on the next Madden show, whenever that is. Stay tuned for it. But for now, this is the Pluto
Tomorrow,
to
when
Jew
you
22.
can buy Snickers.
Oh, yeah, I should probably buy a Snickers too. All right. Until then, have a great day, everybody. Mm-hmm.